Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? Okay, look at this. This is a fabulous evening. We already have so many people logging on. Let's get all of our friends on here. Text message everyone. Wow, look at it. The numbers are climbing. I love this. So I'm so excited about being able to do this with you guys tonight. My name is Lynda Sanchez, and I got involved with LifeWave and the X39 patches about 6 months ago, and it has just been a phenomenal joy, a phenomenal ride, and it's just something that we're so passionate about that we have to pay it forward and share it with you all. So thank you all for being here and for taking the time. It'll be about an hour of your time, maybe less. We're going to share some really good information with you guys, starting off with, have you been patched yet, right? So we're going to get into that. We're going to dive into a lot of the some testimonials. You'll get to hear about how the patches work, where to place them. And then you're also going to see something else that's tied to this. It's a very unique, lucrative business plan, which we'll get into that a little later. But let's get this kicked off. So I'm glad you guys are all here. We're so excited. So let's hit the gates running here. Okay, so here we go. Why X39 stem cell activation patch, guys? Look at this little tiny thing. I love this little patch. And I heard Gina call it cute. I thought that was really cute. So it is little and it looks like a Band-Aid, right? It looks like not going to do very much, but it does a lot. So what I learned was, and none of us would ever know this otherwise, but did you guys know that when we, at age 30, we lose half of our stem cells? Like half of them are inactive. And then at age 60, we lose almost all of our stem cell activity. So we are like unprotected in a sense. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what do we do to get them back? And I'm all about wanting to stay healthy. I'm always looking for ways to be a healthy person and keep my family and my loved ones healthy. So I think you guys are really going to love this because we all need this. Anyone who's a human who has a body needs this patch. So if you're wondering, can this help me with, this situation or this condition or, it can. So let's get into that. So we said at 60, you lose almost all of them, so, I mean, let's roll into this. How X39 works. I love that they call this the holy grail of anti-aging because I'm all about that. And I know there's a lot of ladies out there and there's a lot of males out there too, right? That want to improve their looks, their health. We want to like, this body has to last us, right? That's what I'm always saying. We have one body, no trade-in program. We need to treat it well because we need it to last us, right? So I look at this patch as we're putting health in the bank for the future. And because we don't know what's to come down the line, right? So we want to stay healthy in the immediate today, do our regimens. I'm always on all my family and friends. Let's do our regimens. But anyway, so let me move my little screen here a little so I can see this. Okay, here we go. Put myself out of the way. Okay, so it's formulated and it activates your elevates your copper peptides rather, which reactivates your stem cells. Now, some of you guys are thinking like, you may know something about stem cells. You may know nothing, like I didn't know too much. But now we're starting to learn because this wave is coming. More doctors are talking about it. More people in the industries are talking about it. And now people like us are talking about it because we want to find alternatives, right? This is an alternative to what we all do know about it, about them being injections and things like that. We'll get in that a little further later, but so we're reactivating our own stem cells with this patch. And something, it works with phototherapy. So there's like literally nothing being infused into your body. There's no chemicals, there's no medicines, there's nothing. It's just light therapy, like when you get vitamin D from the sun, right? It's all natural. So I like that too, because what a great alternative way to do this, right? And we've heard, how costly stem cell injections can be. So let's go to this next one here. So here's the one thing that I got excited. So coming on board with LifeWave, the company growth, you could just see. So what I really was attracted to that I loved was a lot of people don't know about what we have our hands on, guys. And I always say we have the golden ticket. We have our hands on gold because the thing is that this is a 19-year-old company. However, it's almost like a brand new company because this was just launched in July of 2020. So it's a new product that people have not heard about. So now we're coming on board using these patches and now we're sharing it. And now it's like barely starting to trickle. Like, they say you throw the pebble in the pond and it starts to ripple, right? Well, those ripples are starting to be felt in many places, not just here in the States, but in other countries globally. And that is a big thing. You're going to find out why that's a big thing later. So we went from 20 million to 280 million in the last 2 years. That's a really powerful trajectory. We're open in 75 countries. So all these things are amazing. So this is something that, you may not understand at the beginning. Well, what does this all mean to me? What it means is opportunity, and that's what we love. So opportunity to bless more people, share with more people, opportunity to expand, right? And also be part of this, cut your piece of the market share, as I say. Okay. David Schmidt, amazing guy. I like to say he's kind of like the Elon Musk of stem cells, right? This guy is brilliant, a genius. I have so much respect for him. He's got over 130 patents. He's the scientist and the inventor. He's a 2-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. And all these things mean something. So for me, when I'm like, I want to get behind a quality product that's going to work, 130 patents is a big deal. If you guys understand how to even get one patent and how expensive it can be, it's a lot of red tape. So basically, when you do that, we've got to, this is what it is. You got to prove that your product is going to do, that it says what it's going to do. So you got to do the studies behind it. It takes a lot of millions, let's just say. Okay, so we have a lot of respect. He's the CEO and the inventor. And, I just love that, we're with a company where we didn't have to go find a product elsewhere. We have it in the hub. It's like the guy who owns it is the inventor, is the scientist, is the reacher, is the brilliant guy. Like he's the guy behind it all. So I like that because I feel like that's just very, very solid for us to get behind. Okay, so we talked about the patents. It's not a me too product. And what's amazing about that is that you guys have probably seen out there are a lot of other products in this industry, right? The network marketing industry, which we share, the word of mouth industry. Well, the thing is that there are so many, and there's so many out there that it's actually saturating the market per se, right? We've got lotions and potions and weight loss and things like that. But the thing is that you can buy those products anywhere, right? You can go to Costco, you can go to Walmart, you can go to the grocery store. Something like this, that's this exclusive, and this is amazing, you cannot find anywhere but here with LifeWave. And I like the fact that we own the technology. Like we talked about, the patents protect this, right? So we own the technology. There's no one else in the world that has this product. So you can feel like, wow, this is the golden ticket, right? So, like we talked about, it's recently patented, the technology is there, and all this exclusivity means a huge opportunity. So I'm excited about it. And I want you guys to get excited about this too, because there's a reason you're here today. So I really appreciate the fact that you're here joining us and listening to this information. And here's what got me really excited. Activate your own stem cells. This patch, these are just some of the benefits. These are just like some of the things that it's going to help with. Rapid pain relief, reduced inflammation. It supports wound healing, energy and vitality. We all need energy and vitality. If we don't have energy and vitality, we can't get out of bed. We can't do things we need to do. We can't be productive, right? We can't be, useful in our family, useful in our work. So energy and vitality and overall health, right? We need to have all this. Mental clarity. You know what I love? A lot of people came in with a lot of brain fog from like COVID and things like that, right? And that's what I'm experiencing with everyone I'm sharing it with. They're like, Lynda, I have the sharpest mental clarity. And you know something, my brain fog is gone. Like I feel so much more focused. And these are some of the benefits that I noticed for me was the energy, number one, and the vitality. We don't have joy listed on here, but I did feel a lot happier. And when you feel happier, you can be and do more things, right? And more people will want to be around you too. So, those were some of the things, but I like this one, enhanced sports performance. I like to work out, and it's been a great benefit, working out, because I feel like I'm more agile, more flexible. I can do more things. I can lift heavier. I'm doing some weights and things like that now. So I'm having a blast doing that. And, I'm testing myself. I'm like, let's see how far I can go. And I feel like I'm just so strengthened by it because I got my patch on. I'm wearing it at the gym. People see me. So, it's a beautiful thing. So how about this? Faster recovery from exercise. There was a point where after my leg workout the following day, I literally could not walk. Literally, I'm like crawling out of bed. And I'm like, what did I do to myself? And now it's so funny because I'm doing the same or more, and I do not have that soreness like I did. So I recover a lot quicker, which is amazing. Improved skin appearance. What about that? Wow, right? We're all about that, ladies and gentlemen. Who doesn't want to look younger? You know, there's a whole craze with Botox, fillers, things like that. But after time wearing this patch, you're going to start seeing results. And I love that, the commitment, because for me, I am going to wear this forever. You know, I'm pretty healthy, but the benefits I felt was a lot better sleep. I was like already sleeping good, but then I went into deeper sleep. Like I want to say like maybe 3 weeks into it. So I wore the patch for 3 weeks and I was like, oh, I didn't realize I wasn't sleeping that great. And I was getting this deep, deep sleep, because you guys know how they talk about, you know, that's where your body heals, right? And it repairs. So when you're doing that, you're getting the better sleep. You're not, you know, waking up to use rest a million times and waking up groggy and, you know, being moody, right? And cranky the next day. So sleep is very, very vital, especially if you're working out. Like for me, I like to get the deeper sleep. So those are the benefits I'm having. Some of the things that I'm doing also is I shared it like with my mom. And one of the biggest testimonials with her was the fact that she had COVID pneumonia last summer. And it was very scary. It was like a 3 months in the hospital, if and we didn't know where it was going to go, you know, but she came out and she made it, thank the Lord. But, you know, the thing is that she came out with a lot of damage and things that she never had, because she was already a pretty healthy person with no underlying issues. And so the benefits that she felt immediately was like, Mom, come over here. We're going to slap this patch on the back of your, you know, behind your back. And so you get your lungs going again and get that breathing strong, you know, and she had a lot of that fog. And funny thing is she had a lot of hair loss too. And so now her hair is getting so dense and it's filling in, and it's a beautiful thing to see this transformation. And I'm like, thank God we found this patch. So she's been on the patch for about 6 months now, and she's not stopping. You know, my dad just had surgery on Thursday, and we're like, hey, wound healing, right? We want to heal quicker. Make sure you make sure dad patches up also. So these are the things that I want you guys to start thinking in your brain. How can this work for me? What is this going to do for me? It's going to do a lot. We don't know how quickly and how slowly or whatever, but just commit to it, because you know you're doing something good for your body. Just like anything, I always talk about, like when we take our vitamins, we don't feel like the vitamin C, like doing anything in our body, but we have peace of mind knowing we're doing something good and nutritious for our body, right? We're getting nutrients in there. So the same thing with you guys. Just know that you're doing something good by activating your own stem cells. Okay, so that is a really, really, really awesome thing. The long-term results. They did these 80 case studies. You can see all this, and we'll share this other information a little later. But the first few days, how about this? 4,000 genes begin to reset. I think that is really powerful and huge, because now guess what's happening? You guys heard of like telomeres and things like that. That is like your DNA, where, you know, they say they start to become frayed. Well, guess what? We're actually lengthening telomeres by doing all this. We're lengthening, you know, we're giving ourselves a fighting chance. So like within 6 weeks, your brain becomes more balanced. Who doesn't want that, right? How about this? Just decreases symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. Like I talked about joy earlier. I'm already a happy person, but I'm like so much more happy, you know, because now we're just having a blast with all of our family, all of our friends, and all of the new people that are joining us. I mean, guys, this has been like a revolution movement. It's been phenomenal. Okay, now we're wearing the patch for 3 months. Okay, we committed. 3 months has gone by. What else is happening? Your collagen is increasing. Skin today, I go back to that because I'm all about it. You know, who doesn't want to look younger, decrease wrinkles, have more hair growth like Mom, right? Increase your structural integrity of your bone and skeleton. Yes, I'm feeling stronger. You know, a lot of people are feeling that they're keeping their muscle. That's not a good thing, right? We don't want to lose muscle. They're always saying, have enough protein, have your muscle. So you need that, because that's going to be what you're going to bank for the future to keep your body strong. Okay. Now we're wearing the patch 6 months. What's going on? More things are happening. And this is a dramatic thing, guys. This is like, wow. So now our heart is reversing in age. Where in the world could you ever find or hear something like that would do something that would help our body that way, right? Besides activating our own God-given stem cells. You know, they talk about we have stem cells. We're made of stem cells. When we're in our mother's womb, we're formulated with stem cells. You know, our organs are formed of stem cells. So I think it's pretty important that, you know, we are losing them, but we need to replenish and rejuvenate, reactivate them, right? So I'm all about that. I want to be as strong as I can and have my family be as strong as they can, right? And I'm sure you do too. So here we go. So in recent studies, 14 out of 15 lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years in only 6 months. Like, you know what that means, right? Your vascular age, that's your heart. You know, you're making yourself, you're reversing aging. And I love that David Schmidt quotes this. He says it's not anti-aging. So we're not just like anti-aging. We are reverse aging. We're turning back the clock. Just like time goes, you know, we want to buy more time. Well, now we're buying more health, more time on the planet, right? I think that's pretty darn important. So let's go here. Oh, and this is really cool. So I want you guys to do this. Take a screenshot or take a photo of this picture or write it down on a piece of paper. X39.com is amazing because it has everything on there. This is something you're going to want to look at yourself. If you're the kind of person that likes to research and find out all the goodies and all the information, you really want to dissect and dive into this, perfect. Get on this site. You're going to love it. So this is what we do, right? You can share it with people, share that link. It's got the studies on there. It's got the videos. It's got why, who, how to wear the patches. It has everything, the patents. You know, I love that the patents are all public information. I have a close friend who works for a very large global patent company. And they were able to kind of look around in there and see and show me these, like, you know, and I thought it was seeing like the underground stuff. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. This is why I'm here. But I didn't realize it was all published. So then I was like, oh, okay. But what I found out was, because they handle very high profile clients, was that it is amazing to have 130 patents like we do. So this is like not small stuff. This is very big league stuff. Also, you can translate this, I believe, into like 140 different languages, or, you know, you can share it with different people, because remember, guys, we're in 75 different countries. So I want you guys to start thinking, who do you know in other countries too that you want to benefit from this? That's a very big deal. We can just pay it forward and keep blessing people on and on and on. Okay, so let's keep rolling here. How to wear X39. I bet you're all wondering that, right? Well, here we go. So you're going to wear your patch for 12 hours on and 12 hours off to rejuvenate and repair. Okay, then you're going to get your patch after your 12 hours, wherever you're going to wear it. It's going to be either, I believe these are the meridian area. They did the reviews there behind the neck and below the navel. So you have those two options, but you can wear it anywhere, any pain site. And I'll talk about that in a sec. But so you're going to get the patch, you're going to throw it away. The next day, you're going to get a new one, put that one on and start fresh again. Okay. Because you want to keep reactivating your stem cells. So you don't want to stop. You want to keep that going. Okay. So then when you put your new patch on, you want to make sure that you drink a lot of water. And the reason you want to do that is because your body immediately starts to detoxify and detox and start cleaning out, right? And we all want that too, because nobody wants all that junky stuff inside of us. So drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, and just be all refreshed, and you're going to feel so great. So, you know, a lot of people do ask though, you know, can we put it on a pain site? Yes, you can. Let's just say it's my arm that's hurting me. And I'm like, I've got this pain going through my arm. Put it there. You know, my dad has knee pain, but he put the patches on his knees. So you can do, you can put it anywhere you want. And you can even wear more than one, but you only need one because they're very powerful. So let's go to our next slide here. Okay, and this one gets me very excited too, because this is some of the testimonials, you know, and we're going to share some testimonials today as well. So the cool thing about this is, like, I'm like, and you guys are probably wondering, we're going to get to this. You're like, how much is this going to all cost? You know, because I know stem cells are outrageously expensive. Well, yeah, I know. We all know that, right? But you're going to, it's like we says here, it's not more than a cup of coffee. Like, you know, we can all afford that daily for our health, right? We can afford that daily. But look at this one lady here. She's got some kind of wound on her face. And it's pretty interesting though, because just after 21 days that she wears her patch, you can see that significantly her wound starts to close and mend and heal. So what I like about this patch is that you're not just doing like medication does. I didn't say that. But, you know, we're not just putting a Band-Aid on the problem, and we're not just, you know, temporarily doing something to, you know, remedy the problem for the immediate. We're actually causing, and that, I love that David Schmidt says that, repair and healing will start to occur with the issues that you have in your body. And another thing is that, you know, some people who patch up, they say, oh, you know, well, I didn't feel something yet, or, you know, we're saying just keep wearing it because everybody's body is different. But at the same time, you just don't know the patch has like a form of, I say it has its own intelligence, because the patch knows exactly where the weakest link is in your body, and it works on that immediate area first. So it goes right to that area. You're like, no, wait, it's over here, but it'll get there eventually. You're just going to keep wearing your patch, but it's going to go to the area of the inflammation sites. And remember, guys, inflammation in any part of your body is a warning sign. It's not good. So you want to make sure you remedy that. So I love that. Look at this. We have this little, this other lady here. She's been wearing the patch for, I can't see exactly what it says. I believe it's 6 months also. I'm not sure. But look at her skin. I mean, she looks younger, more youthful, more vibrant. Her skin looks more lifted. I mean, she looks beautiful, right? That's great. And then the other thing that's getting a lot of the guys excited, and women too, because women are getting, a lot of thinning, losing some hair with hormones and things like that. But what we're hearing now is their hair is growing. It's getting thicker. My one friend, she says she goes to her hairdresser all the time, and she's getting all these baby fine hairs that are coming out that are new. And she's like, what is it that you're doing? Like, this is so insane. She's like, well, I'm using this patch, right? I'm glad you asked. And so another thing is the hair is filling in. You can see this other gentleman, hair is filling in, and some people's hair is changing back to their normal color. So if you have brown, black hair, your hair is literally changing, So that's a cool thing. So from here is what I want to do is I would love to share some testimonials with you guys. I brought a friend on named Andre Devuti, who I'm so excited about. He and I have been friends for about 22 years. And we've been partners in other ventures and other businesses, in which I've been in the health and wellness industry for 16 years now. And it's my passion. So he is as well. And he's got an amazing story of how I called him and we shared these patches. And I was like, hey, I got it. I didn't know what he was going through at the time. But Andre Devuti, if you can take your camera off and unmute yourself, would be great. And we can have you share your testimonial with everyone who's on tonight and bless them.
Hey, Lynda, how are you?
Great. Can we see you?
Let's see. I have to
There
pull
you
over.
go.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. We're excited.
Great. I was just getting out of the presentation that I have for a couple of people regarding the patch. They were so excited. So I said, I need to get out before they call my name.
Thank you.
So anyways, thank you for having me tonight. And my name is Andre Devuti from Glendale, California. And as Lynda says, we are friends for a long time. And my testimony goes back to almost 6 months, 7 months ago, when Lynda called me July 8th. And she told me about this little patch, which is, we call it the Band-Aid back in the days. And then she told me this patch does the magic stuff. And then I didn't believe it. And she shared as I always said, horse video, which is, I said, okay, human can lie, but horse cannot lie. And I saw the video and I got excited about that. And so almost 3 years ago, I got blood cancer, and I was dealing with that for getting chemo. And I knew after the chemo, I'm going to get lots of, side effect from that, which is middle of the chemo, I got diabetic type 2, and the diabetic was making my neuropathy process go so faster, and doctor couldn't continue with that, so we had to wait. Anyways, after when I was done with it, so pretty much I end up with having the bad neuropathy from knee and below. I couldn't feel anything, and to the point that start getting crack bottom of my foot. I start losing my nail, and I start slowing down to walking and pretty much not walking anymore. And so turn around my life pretty much 360 degree different ways. But you know what? I was still praying the Lord that, I'm still alive, because they told me I have only 6 months to live when they diagnosed me with that. So I was dealing with that until almost 7-8 months ago, that I was trying to see if I can get any kind of alternative way of getting these pains a little bit, basically relief from this pain, at least 5%, 10%, whatever it is, whatever I can do. And I was talking to my doctor and I said, it's getting worse. And pretty much I'm not walking. It's almost bleeding all the time from bottom of my foot. And unfortunately, he says, if this continue, we have to amputate your left leg. And he told me about stem cells, injection and things like that, which is, we talked to somebody and a doctor, and they said you have to do 4 shots. Each shot was $24,000. And also during that time, I was going through the IV therapy, and I was trying to see if I can go through that way to get some relief from that pain. And I was debating to go do the stem cells or not doing it. And Lynda called me out of blue moon after 7 years. And then she started talking about this stem cells patch. And at the beginning, to be honest with you, I wasn't believing in that. And then she said, just watch the video, do your own due diligence, and try the patch, see what it's going to do before you go do the stem cell. So I ordered the patch. It was Friday. I got involved. I got the patch on Tuesday, and one patch changed my life. I'm not saying the whole 30 patches. One patch, when I put it behind my neck, the next day, I can tell you 98% of my pain was gone. I could feel my knee and below. And then after 4 months, pretty much for some of those people that they saw the picture before and after 4 months, pretty much all those cracks, all those pain, my nails start coming back. And pretty much I'm having a normal life right now. I'm walking, I'm running, I'm playing with my kids, I'm driving a car, which is, I couldn't drive my stick shift car. That was very important for me, because I'm kind of doing some races, sometimes with friends and, going to the track. But imagine I got the car, I was building the car, and then I couldn't do anything. So I was getting cut off from my activities, my life. And thanks to Lynda, by sharing these things, it changed my life. I believe my body needed that boost or reset button that I got from this patch. And here we go. I'm good, running, sleeping good, having fun, enjoying. My mood is back. So anything you name it, this patch does. I don't know. Just use it and see what it does to you. And just enjoy with it. Just go with it and share with lots of people. It's very easy. It's very simple. You guys need to just share. Don't try to sell to anybody. Just ask the question. And people, they're going to start talking. And one thing, I was talking to this guy, says, how can I sell it? I said, I don't want you to sell it. Do you know anybody that they don't sleep well? Ask people, how's your business? Everybody going to start complaining. Oh my God, there's so much stress. So stressed. Are you sleeping good? No. Hey, I got something for you. Just patch them right there. I just patched these 3 people in the restaurant. So I believe tonight they're going to have a good sleep. Thank you, Lynda, for having me on the call. I appreciate that. Talk to you guys soon. And you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you, Andre Djibouti. Oh my God. I mean, and see, guys, this is what I mean by blessing people, paying it forward, because I didn't know that my friend was suffering as much as he was at the time. And just knowing now in hindsight, 6 months later, the benefits, like, what if I didn't say yes when I got that phone call, or I got invited to a Zoom event, or I was sitting in a chair, just like you guys, had I not said yes, and had not everyone else said yes above me, we wouldn't be here today. So there's something really big that is happening here. That is a huge movement, guys. I mean, it's a blessing movement. Okay, I have another testimony I want to share. If you guys know anybody in the autistic community, it's a big deal. It's a big thing. I mean, I want to share my beautiful friend, Olga Solis in New Jersey, and just to tell her story about her son and her journey. Thank you, Olga, for being on. You're so beautiful.
Thank you so much for having me. So, where do I start? I'm a mom first of all, I'm from Jersey, from Bergen County, New Jersey. I got my little 9-year-old boy here who was diagnosed with autism, the severe end of the spectrum, at like 2.5 years old. And I'd say the last 5-6 years, we were trying to look for anything out of the box, non-traditional ways to help him have a better quality of life. So a little bit about my son. He's completely nonverbal. he has sensory processing disorder, and he has global apraxia. If you've never heard of global apraxia, when you think about apraxia, think about it as being a brain body disconnect. That's the best way for me to put it so that everybody can understand where we are. And we've been working really hard with him for many years, trying many different things, hyperbaric chamber, looking for the best doctors, holistic, biomedical, and tried everything. So a little bit maybe with everything that I tried. And then the last resort was stem cell injections. I waited to the end for that because stem cell injections, we had to travel internationally, and they cost $10,000 and up for one treatment. And if you know anything about stem cell injections, you're not going for one treatment. You should go at least every 8 months. So that could be up twice a year. And I knew that the funds would be depleted doing that with my son. So our last trip for stem cell injections was early this year. We saw a little gain here and there, nothing significant, but again, little gains for mom are a big thing, right? Because we just want to see our babies thrive. And we get a phone call in early July. I hear stem cell patches. I thought, this is crazy. What are they talking about? How does this even work? It's not even transdermal. How does this work? So I looked into it, did my due diligence. I said, you know what? Nothing really could happen here. The worst that I could do is nothing. I've done everything else, and those are more dangerous than this. This is actually the healthiest and the safest thing to do, the most holistic. And so we put the patch on my son. My son was never able to ride a bike. My son was never able to swing on a swing because he knew what he wanted to do, but his body could not execute the movement. And within 1 week of the patch being on, we're sitting in the backyard. We take a look at my son, and he's in full momentum, going up and down in the air, up and in and out with that swing, and doing so beautifully. So that was the first thing we saw, and we were convinced. That was the conviction. That was like, we have our hands on something remarkable. And then we kept consistent, watching the patch, watching him, demeanor got better. And the next thing you know, we got him on a bike. We have a Peloton at home. He's been wanting to ride the Peloton for I've got the Peloton now. It's going to be 2 years in February, and he's been trying for 2 years. And for 2 years, he's failed every single time.
Wow.
Well, the last month and a half, he got on that Peloton, and he's been riding on the Peloton with mommy. So he's doing great. And his motor skills have significantly improved. And the one thing I want to say is that 98% of children or individuals with autism have such motor delays and challenges. So overall, 9 years old, his cognition has improved tremendously. We found out that he's actually extremely smart. He's spelling on a stencil board, things that people don't realize that they can do. We were told that he's basically on the same level as someone with MR. Motor skills have improved tremendous. That's the biggest gain. And health, just overall health. His eyes aren't as dark as they used to be. He'd get blotchy. His stomach was always would stick out a little bit. So there's just so many great things that are happening with my son and everyone that I have on this patch. So I just think that the worst thing we could do is not give it a shot on this community. That's a growing epidemic. A lot of people are affected with this. I'm sure we all know one person that can use this patch on their autistic family or friends. So
amen. Wow, that's a beautiful thing. I love that story. Thank you for sharing, Olga.
Thank you for having me. My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we have time for just one more quick testimonial, really quick. Dr. Tony, are you on there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, thank you. If you could share a 2-minute testimonial with us, we'd love that.
I got to cut it down to 2 minutes. That's going to be hard to do. So thank you for inviting me to the call today. Yeah, it's been incredible getting introduced to the X39 patches, and it's been a blessing in our practice. I've been able to share with a lot of people, a lot of patients, and help people with some chronic pain get some significant relief. And I mean, there's a multitude of different issues that I see on a daily basis. And so to be able to help those things, some of those conditions. I had a really great one just today because last week. So I'm in a multidisciplinary facility with orthopedic surgeons, pain management, podiatry, general physicians, and then I do chiropractic and rehab. So anyway, we have our orthopedic surgeons who do stem cell injections and PRP injections and stuff. And so they know, the basis of stem cell. And so they had heard about the stem cell patch because I'd shared it with some people in the office who were having some calcific tendonitis issues and basically some tears in the rotator cuff. And so I actually patched up my clinic manager, and she had already gone through cortisone injection and some other things and got relief for a short period of time, but it came back. And then so I actually put the patch on her. And within a couple hours, she noticed a significant relief. And the day I did that, she was actually almost in tears. I mean, she was about ready to leave because the pain was so bad in her shoulder. And so, so I said, let's try this and see where it goes. I don't know how quick it's going to work. Some people it takes a few weeks, some people longer, but sometimes people get lucky and it responds very quickly. And so anyway, within a few hours, she had significant relief. So she kind of passed it on to the orthopedic surgeon, like, about her response. And so one of them came to me last week and said, hey, I heard, about some patch thing. And he's all, well, I've been trying to get back in the gym and work out, and I'm having some bicep tendonitis and I can't do, certain things. And so he's all, let me try one of those things. And so actually he put it on. And I meant to I was giving him some more to go over the weekend, the rest of the week, but he left before I could actually get him more patches to try for the rest of the week. And so he came back today. He only had one patch. He came back today and was telling the other orthopedist in there, he's like, I don't know what's in that thing, if it's a placebo or what, but I have no pain in my shoulder. It's crazy. So one of the other orthopedists come in and asked me, hey, I heard about your patch. and so he's all, I'm having problems in my shoulder. So we actually patched him up and got him going. But I know
Wonderful.
You wanted me to cut it short. Cut it short.
Oh my God, amazing. I mean, what credibility from a doctor, right, everybody? Thank you, Dr. Tony Smith and Lancaster, California. We're having a great fun time with our team, right, that we're building out there. And you guys are doing a phenomenal job, and I appreciate you so much. Okay, guys, let's get this back on track. Those testimonials are fire, right? Those are the kinds of things that are happening here, guys. This is what it's all about. We're all the same. We want the same things out of life. Like I talked about earlier, look at this little slide here. Family, time. These are things we all want. Who doesn't want less debt, right? Having more debt makes you feel ill, right? We want to feel well. So having better health, this thing is like, I want to tell you, this can remedy so many things in our lives beyond our health, because like we said here, we can increase our wealth, have more family time, have more freedom to be able to do, and, breathing room and do things that we really are meant to do, and not just, work and pay bills all our lives, right? So this is the best business model I've ever seen. I've been so attracted to it. I'm so excited by it. And we're just having a blast. So this is why we want to switch gears a little bit here and show you guys what it is we're all doing with this whole team. We say team because what happens is you come in, you start sharing these patches. Now, before you know it, you've got 10 people you shared it with. Well, that just made you a team. You're like, oh, I didn't realize that. But that's how simple it is. It's kind of like you're a team captain. So if you look at this compensation plan, we won't get too deep into this because we'll have the person who invited you share more with you. But just so you can get a little bit of idea of what's going on here, you have a left team and a right team, and you're just going to put people that you share these patches with in your left team or right team. And as you do that, you grow and you get compensated for it, okay? Because this is a word of mouth marketing, something that instead of them paying commercials and, advertisement, we are the advertisers ourselves. So I love the fact that they do that for us. And look at this, team commissions, you can earn up to $25,000 per week. Is that enough? Is that enough for you guys? It's enough for me, right? But if it's not enough, I'll tell you why it gets even better. So here's the thing. And it's a binary, so it's 2, okay? Binary meaning 2. So you guys will start learning the lingo. And if you don't know any of this, don't worry about it, because I didn't know any of this when I got involved either. I just, as I went and I'm like, oh, that's what that meant. Oh, now I get it. And things will start tying together. So don't worry about trying to find everything out early in the beginning. Just get your patches. That's what you really want to do. So let's switch to this page, matching bonus. This thing is cool. So remember I said the $25,000? Well, it doesn't stop there. That's what you can make weekly, but this is unlimited. So here we go. So you know, you got your job, we trade hours for dollars, we go to work, we do a job, they give us a paycheck, right? We get paid one way. In this business, we get paid multiple ways. And that is a phenomenal thing because you have all these, you see this first, second, third level of people that come in. Let's just say you sign me up. I'm your first person that you got in. You make 25% off of everything I do, paid from the company, not from your own paycheck. And then let's say I sign my sister. Now you're going to make 20% off of her, and she signs up her coworker. That's your third level. Now you're going to make another 20% off of everything that that person does. And you can see that little increments of money. It's called leverage. And that's the beautiful thing. So you're leveraging out our efforts. We're working as a team. We're creating volume. What's going on is we're so excited. This is your sleeves. We want you guys to get on board with us. I mean, stem cell awareness. I mean, it's like, what did we talk about? It's a $11.4 billion industry. Oh, and it's about to get even bigger because we have the alternative. Hello, like, you know, so I want you guys to know to really check this out. You guys got to get your patches. You guys got to get with the person who invited you. You probably have I'll go back here. You probably have this form here. And if you have this form, you know, get it to the person who signed you up immediately, get it filled out, lock it all in. Or if you have a link, get signed up, but they're there to help you, get with them. And you're going to have fun. You know, it's a timing thing. The first person that gets in gets, you know, the benefit of getting in first. And then you get other people that we all sign up beneath you. And you're like, where did those people come from? I never met those people before, but I love them. And so you'll start to understand how this works. It's a team group effort. It's really fun. So this is going to be your 30-day supply of your patches. You're going to get this. I recommend you guys get your kits and get that going. Look at here. The time is now, right? Are you serious about your dream? You are not here by chance. You are here by divine appointment. I believe that. I want you to sit there in your seat, wherever you're seated now, and believe that for yourself, for your life. You know, I always say, look into your kids' eyes, look into your family's eyes. That is your why. That is why you got to do this. That's why you got to be healthy. That's why you got to patch up, right? That's why we got to do these things, because there really aren't multiple options out there, guys. What else are we going to do? You know, there aren't a bunch of opportunities coming to knock on my door. I don't know about you guys, but there aren't on mine, you know? So it says here, you know, do you want to be pain-free and financially free? I want to be pain-free from all kinds of things that give me pain, right? And I know you do too, because we are the same. Inflation, gas prices, food, eggs, you know, all of this stuff, it's haywire. But you know what? You won't feel that. You won't feel that tug because you're doing something different. You're marching to the beat of a different drum, while all of us are marching this way and the rest of the world's going that way. We're doing something different, and we want to do it with you. And you're going to want to do it with us because we already know the formula for success. And here is our formula for success. It's called Build 331. I want you guys to visit this too, because this is going to be all your training. It doesn't matter if you don't know anything about this. You can go on there, study a little bit daily. Build331.com. All that stands for is an acronym of patch 3 people a day, you know, follow up with 3 people and invite one to a Zoom like this. How easy. You can do this online. It's basically an online business. And everybody just has to just log on and click a link. How hard is that, right? So get passionate about yourself. Get passionate about caring for your life, for your health, because, you know, if you don't, who's going to, right? So let's go down to this slide. Let's go. Where am I now? Okay, I like you guys to also, you can check out these QR codes. This is a QR codes for everything. I like that everything's so modernized now, right? We didn't have this back in the day. But, you know, you got QR codes for our websites. We've got Facebook pages, a private page for our team. We'd like to invite you to those. Once you join on with the team, you can just, you know, we got a YouTube channel. We've got it all. I mean, we were so hooked up here. I mean, there's no way. I mean, they really support our success here, guys. And we want to run with you, like I said. And I definitely want to promote something that's really huge is this meeting next Wednesday. It's going to be live. And it will also be on Zoom, but it's in West Palm Beach and it's going to be phenomenal. Look at all this leadership. You may not know all these faces, but you will later. But we have so much talent, so much leadership, so much servant leadership, people who are ready to serve. And it's a safe place to send your people, get them all there. You know, anyone in those areas, you know, send them there. Even if you don't live there, you can send them there. You know, and I believe it's going to be a live Zoom as well. So you can chime in that way and kind of peek in and see what's going on with everybody and see the movement that's going on, because these fires are coming out everywhere. We're exploding different towns, different cities, states. You know, now we're going globally. I really, guys, you guys can smash this. You can crush this. You have us. You've got the quality of this product. This already sells itself, speaks for itself. And remember, you're not selling a darn thing. You're sharing with conviction, with love from your heart to make change in this world. That's what we need. We need some positive thinkers, right? Who want to make a movement together. So thank you guys for all of your time. We appreciate you. Again, call to action. Get with the person that invited you to the Zoom. And if it was somebody like me, and I know I invited several people, so you guys got to call me the ones that I invited. Okay, you guys call your people. So let's do this, guys. Thank you so much. It's been amazing. We also have meetings all the time for you to support you. We've got our Monday meeting just like this one today, which I'm very honored to be able to speak on and share with you guys. We have Wednesday, like I just talked about, the West Palm Beach. These are always happening every week. So you know, you always have support in case you need somebody. Oh, I need a Zoom. I want my friend to hear this. I want so-and-so to hear that. Or I want to get a booster and learn more. So I learned by jumping on the Zooms. Even if I didn't have a guest, I would still jump on the Zooms because you're going to hear something that's getting you more excited, right? So we've got the Friday lunchtime Zooms. I love those. They're 30 minutes. We've got the Saturday meetings, trainings. I'm sorry. I'm jumping the boat here. We've got the Spanish meetings on Thursday with Mike and Sai, and we're rotating that leadership. Hopefully we need some more Spanish leaders. That is phenomenal. And then we have the Saturday training. The Saturday trainings are amazing. We're always on. Our teams are on, and you can learn so much. And we just believe in you guys. We love you. Get involved. Get patched up. Get your kits. I advise get the gold kit at minimum. Get your diamond kits. You get a ton of these sleeves. Gold kit, you get 5 of these sleeves, which is a 5-month supply. The diamond kit is $1,600, and you get 19 sleeves. And you got a lifetime of those, but you can share with everybody. Mail patches out to everybody you want. So thank you guys for your time. I know I'm speaking fast because I know I'm on a time crunch. So thank you all. Love you all. And we'll talk to you guys all soon.